buns suit me? I don't know. I'm hoping they do. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe down below. And without much further ado, let's get on with the video. It has been too long since I've done a good DIY video. The last time I did a proper DIY video was on my notebook covers, which has got the most views of any video on my channel, so obviously I did something right. And because a thing that you do at Disney is where Mickey is, I have made some and I thought I would share with you how I made them and show you that they're really easy to make. They just take time. The first ones I want to talk about though are the first ones that I ever made, and they are these ones, which are Once Upon a Time themed. I wanted some that were something to do with Once Upon a Time, and I scoured the internet, and no one has made Once Upon a Time is that I can see. So I was like, right, I've got to get my creative juices flowing and come up with an idea. And this was the one I came out with. I really like them. They're really cute. I realised when I did them, I put the ears too high up on my head. They should be slightly down a bit. This side is Emma's car, and this side is the clock tower, and then I have a little pirates themed bow with the Dark One's dagger on it, which says Rumpelstiltskin. Now in this video I don't actually show you how to make these ones because these was like a trial and error ones and I wanted to get them right, and I can't really show you how to draw. But this is what they look like close up, and I'm so proud of them. And look at it, look at the Dark One's dagger. It's so cool. So if you wanted an idea of what to do for Once Upon a Time is, here you go. Have this idea. Now the first is I'm going to show you how to make are these ones right here, which are my up themed ears. These were the most fun to make, and I'd fallen in love with hot glue guns, okay? They're so good at getting everything in place, sticking forever, and I love them. And these ones look like this. I have buttons on this ear, and then I have like a foam house with some clouds, and then I have the bow here with the grape soda pin on it because that's up. So this is how I made these ears. First, I took some foam and this template, which is the size of a Starbucks lid. Taking scissors, I carefully cut the shape out. I made 6 of these foam shapes, and then I cut out the same shape 4 times in some plain card. I then took the foam and placed a piece of card on top, then another piece of foam, then another piece of card, and another piece of foam. I repeated this process with the other pieces and glue gunned each layer down so I had 2 ears. Next, I took some light blue fabric and cut out a circle which was slightly bigger than the ear shapes. I placed the ears between the fabric and glue gunned it all together. Once both ears were covered in the blue fabric, I took this bag of buttons from Hobbycraft and glue gunned some to one of the ears. I put this weird thread around the edge of both ears to hide the gap between the fabric, and voila, you have 2 ears. For the other ear, I used the same foam as earlier and cut out a couple of cloud shapes and, of course, Carl's house. After I painted the house the correct-ish colours, I glued the ears to the headband with the hot glue. Make sure the ears are securely on the headband because mine fell off before they had fully dried, which was annoying. To hide the glue where I attached the ears to the headband, I took some white string and glued it around because string, balloons, you know. For the bow, I just took some white felt, folded it like so, and squished in the middle. I then did the same steps with a smaller piece of purple fabric. At each stage, I glued everything down, and then I glued both bows together, and look, it's a big bow and a baby bow. Next is the most important part. I found this grape soda pin off of eBay, and I glued it to the centre of the bow. Finally, I glued the bow to the ears, and I also added some white string to the house, forgetting that it was meant to come out of the chimney, but hey-ho. The next ones are these ones, which I am so proud of. I can't believe how good they came out. I'm so proud. These ones, of course, are Beauty and the Beast themed. I'm going to be wearing these when I go to Be Our Guest restaurant because they're Beauty and the Beast themed. I have a little bow right here, which I will explain more about in the video clip telling you how I made them. But yeah, I have Gaston, Beast, and then a bell bow because Beauty and the Beast. These ones are the most perfectly placed ears that I've made because these were the last ones that I made, so I actually did it decently, and I love it. It's so cute. For these ears, I took the same template made from the Starbucks lid and cut out 4 foam ears, 2 pieces of card, 2 pieces of red felt and 2 pieces of blue felt. I stuck them together with a hot glue gun following the same method of foam, card foam as the first ears. I recommend using 2 pieces of foam instead of 3 because otherwise they get a bit too heavy, which happened to my up ears, but let's move on past that. For Gaston, I cut out a strip of brown fabric and a square of yellow. Do not forget to cut the square out of the middle as well. Then for the Beast, I cut out 2 bent strips of yellow, a triangle of brown and an hourglass shape of white. Did that make sense? After gluing everything down, I secured them to the headband the same way as the previous ears and then used this gold string to hide the gaps and the visible glue. For the bow, I was at a craft fair recently and I found this adorable bell bow. The creator can be found on Instagram at Little Pretties & Co, where she takes custom orders, so go and check her out because her bows are they're amazing. I didn't want to glue it straight to the headband though because I do want to wear it in my hair sometimes, so I took a piece of yellow felt and created this thing to clip the bow to. And then finally, the last pair are the prettiest pair that I've made, and they are my Pandora inspired ears. And I just look at them. I am so proud of these and how they turned out. I blimmin' love them. And they look like this. Look at them, they're really cute. Also, another thing that you can do to these, which I haven't done to these because I have nothing to activate them, is glow in the dark paint. You can just paint the flowers, put them under UV light, and then it'll activate. But yeah, I don't have UV light, so I can't do that. But they would glow in the dark and then it'd make them more Pandora inspired. I really love the colour scheme of this. I love these blues. They're so pretty. Firstly, I took this thick piece of blue wire I got at Hobbycraft and wrapped it around the same Starbucks lid. Honestly, they are the perfect size. Once I had a circle with extra bits on each end, I did the same steps again, so I ended up with 2 ears. I then wrapped the extra wire around the headband to secure it all in place, and ta-da! We have some wire ears. Next comes the decorating, and I found all these plastic flowers on eBay for I think about £2 a bouquet. I cut every flower and leaf off its stem so there was no excess plastic to deal with once secured to the headband, and then I just kind of had fun coming up with a design. Again, I used the hot glue gun to secure the leaves first and then the flowers. This was the finished result, and they are so gosh darn pretty. So yes, these are all my ears that I have. I put them on my mum's knitted hedgehog. She knitted this and it's fabulous. And I really hope some of you make them. If you do, then please tag me in them on Twitter at spoilers123 or Instagram at spoilers.123, and I will be sure to look at them and just be amazed because you guys are creative and we can share the creativeness. Yay. But yes, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please do not forget to subscribe just here. Also go and check out my last video here and a recommended one here. But until next time, bye!